So, Kiss Me. Yes, please. At the beginning of starting the Le Flex project, and I wasn't really sure what it was going to be. I just knew I just wanted to do things that I enjoyed and sounds that I liked. I put together some scrappy little ideas, and I didn't have any names for them. I just named them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until I got to about 11, and then I started trying to name things properly. Idea number 8 was an idea which became a song called Lovers, which is on my EP. I can't remember the name of it now, but anyway, slow song called Lovers. And number 4 or 5 was a song that became Tangled, which is also on the same EP or the one after it. I can't remember. I don't even know what my what EPs my songs are on. And idea number 7 was the idea that became Kiss Me. And it was, I just started mucking around with the tempo. I wanted that sort of I wanted like a sexy tempo and sexy bass line, and it had to be slow and quite a sensual feel. So I just started putting things in, and then just seeing what happened. I wasn't doing it with any intention of writing a whole song. It was just literally throwing down ideas, just putting my brain things down, and then doing like 8 bars, and then saving it and forgetting about it, and then just doing another one and just seeing what I came up with. So this is one of the ones that became something, and I started writing it about one of those experiences we all have where the person you love doesn't return your feelings, doesn't see you the same, and you're left in a sad, lonely, dark nights of wishing they could be yours, etc., etc. So it's that kind of feeling. So I've got the session up, and I haven't looked at it in so long. So I just thought, rather than me, it's not a song that I'm writing at the time. So this isn't going to be like a normal in the studio thing. I'm actually going to look at the session and go through the bits that I did. And I'm just rambling on now. So let's take a quick look and see what we have. Okay, so here we are in the Kiss Me Logic session. Now, I actually did this in Logic 9, for those of you that know what any of this stuff means. Logic 9, and so I've had to open it in Logic Pro X because I don't have Logic 9 anymore. I've upgraded, so this is what the session looks like in Logic Pro X. Quite simple. Immediately I can see things that I've done that I wouldn't do nowadays. So let's just have a quick play from the beginning here. Starts 4 bars in for some reason, don't know what's going on. So I'll just check these elements as we go. So I've got a retro string there, which is coming from Contact Retro Machines. It's like an old string machine with a bit of tape plug-in, some chorus and compression. And then this effect's going to come in called Cosmic Debris, which is on Omnisphere, which I think is the little... So the effect goes on and on and on. Let's have a quick check here. So drums, very simple. Got a kick, hat, snare, minimal drum, which I think is the little clap, and then after 4 bars a hat comes in and this little clap thing. So I'll just go here, we'll cycle around. Comes the clap. So the clap's from a Cheetah drum machine with a bit of delay on it. Let's just play that. So simple little drums, a hi-hat. Pitch shifted from the stylus. Don't know why I pitch shifted it, but obviously I did. And then a bass, which is coming from the ES2, which is a Logic plugin. And it's got a delay, a very, very fast delay on it, which makes it sound a bit thicker. Without. It's almost like a stereo effect. It's a cool little thing just to double it up. And it's going to bus 3, which is a harsh EQ microphone-y thing. Okay, so let's go in, and then a pad comes in, a nice retro pad from the CS80. Look at that for a mad-looking synth. Very Blade Runner sounding. And then we get to the verse where everything drops out, so the vocal can come in. You don't know. There's a picture in my mind of us. Now, I can already tell, for example, the pad that we're looking at here, and then these sounds, if you can look in this area down here where I normally put all my plugins, I've not done anything to them hardly. There's no filtering, there's a little bit on the clap there, but I'm missing stuff. I remember this actually, it's just the demo that has essentially made the cuts. Right, the vocal's got some interesting stuff going on, because if you listen to it, it's a single vocal, you can see. You don't know. And it's coming out of sort of both ears. It's like a stereo, so I'm sending it to another bus and all this complicated stuff, which is then being panned left and right to make it sound doubled but slightly behind itself, and other really disinteresting stuff which you won't care about whatsoever. Now, this bit is interesting because this is the bridge. Or the pre, if you're American. The way I look at you. Right, so this, when I wrote this section, it was actually meant to go round twice. The vocal was meant to follow the piano, and then I forgot to sing it. So it should have gone like this. I'll sing it now. The way I look at you. So it should have done that, but I forgot to sing the repeats and ended up getting left, and it's much better for not having the repeats. So I've got a high piano from Omnisphere, again, not put any effects on it, I just left these things completely, which is this, also with this poly sound, which is from Omnisphere. Yeah, oh, and then the vocal. Another vocal comes in here. The way I look at you. The way I look at you. So that was it. So I missed doing those vocals, which was fine. And then into the chorus, which I now add low vocals as well. I want you to kiss. So there's I Want You to Kiss Me low vocals and in the middle vocal. Come on, play. I want you to. Along with this one. Forgotten how to use Logic. I want you to keep. So they're all in together. So for a bit of fatness. And the retro string plays its little riff. And that is essentially it. And then here's the second verse, second bridge, second chorus, and then an instrumental. Now this section here, essentially just the intro again, but I just loved the feel of it, so I wanted to experience the sexy, sensual, bouncy bass line going around on its own. And you know, it's sometimes you get concerned about length of songs, and is this song too long? When I was making this, I didn't care. I was just making it for myself, for my own satisfaction. It was just for me to listen to. Obviously, I eventually put it on the internet, and it started going mental. But I just made it for myself. I wanted to hear that section, 8 bars on its own, so I could just groove along. And then at the end, I didn't know quite how to finish it. So I took the first line of the song, which is here. The first line of the song is here. You don't know. And I repeated it on the way out. You can hear it at the end better. So that's just the first line of the song chucked in here at the end. And now here I've got scraps of stuff, which must be ideas that I rejected. So that's obviously a bass line that I was considering. Another bit I was considering. I think that was actually going to be the middle section. I think that was going to be the middle section, but I opted just to go back to the... Just because it's heavy and sexy, you know, I just love that. And I can tell that this is just the demo that I've used, because on the master bus here, over this section, I've just put the bit of compression, a tape plug-in and a limiter. I've not done any EQing, I've not done anything special. I think I've quite literally just chucked it together. I can see by the amount of vocals I've done or haven't done. You know, there's not any other takes or anything like that. I've literally just done it as I've felt and gone along, and then just bounced it, and that's become the track. And I've never gone back to revisit it, to fix it up or to finish it or anything. I've just left it as it is, and it's worked out really well. And I really love it really shows me where I sort of started with the Flex thing. And I'm going to do some more stuff like this, actually, going back to the more simplistic production, and also the just doing, you know, stuff that I just feel at the time, not worrying about where it's going. So yeah, that's a little look at Kiss Me, which is gone past 7 million on YouTube and etc. It's one of my best played tracks. Loads of people have found me because of it, so that's really great. So if you're one of the ones playing it, thank you very much. And I'll see you again very soon. I've got these hands. Bye. I want you to kiss me.